13 and actually you can start there and read Matthew 13. The point is in I think it was 21. Okay. But actually you can start at Matthew 13 and actually you can start at 13 and 17. No, 16 and read 21. That's a lot of meat in there.
It's Matthew 13, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, but blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear.
Why? Because YAHAWASHI has given us the spiritual power on a low level to understand this word, man. This is the same book that's been around for many, many moons. Even when we were growing up as kids and going to church, we didn't understand this book right here. This is how we know that the Lord is real, His word is real. Because now it's easy to us like a 5-year-old getting king. It's easy, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see.
Yep, a lot of our forefathers had desired to see this day that we're seeing right now. The downfall of our enemy. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, and have not seen them.
See, and they have not seen it. Why? Because they were in the spiritual world. Some of them are back here today, but a lot of our forefathers were in the spirit world. We trying to get where they already at. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
That's right. Go ahead.
Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart.
Now, what is this talking about? This is talking about somebody that's receiving the truth. When we out here on the highways and byways, or even watching the video, you see what I'm saying? You got brothers that's hearing this word, hearing the kingdom of heaven, which is this truth. And then it says, the wicked one, then cometh the wicked one, which is who? Satan. And doeth what? And catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. Meaning what? While he's sitting there trying to get the word and listen, Satan may cause the word what? The phone may ring, his wife may come in and trying to give him some, or they out here on the highways and byways, we trying to give somebody the word, then all of a sudden, 9 times out of 10 when you're out here on the highways and byways and you're trying to give a brother the word, what happens? His woman come and take him away. Come on, I'm ready to go. Come on, let's go. Or I'm going to leave you here. Always causing a distraction. That ain't number one, Satan. Or he's standing here getting the word, then a homeboy, hey, what's up, man? I ain't seen you, and blah, 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 blah. Then they start talking, and now, hey, y'all, I got to go. Satan done took the word from him. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It said, this is he which received seed by the wayside.
Go ahead.
But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it.
Anon means suddenly or quickly, or in a short time. You see what I'm saying? Heareth the word, and quickly with joy receiveth it. See what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of, hey man, that sounds good, brother. I'm an Israelite, yeah. Blah, 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 yeah. White man is the devil, yeah. But what happened, bro?
It say, keep going?
Yeah.
It say, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Meaning what? You come into this truth, then like it said, but dureth for a while, like the scriptures say, he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. See what I'm saying? Those don't finish the race. They come in, it's sweet to them, but when it starts getting bitter, then they start being quick to run and turn their back on the Lord and rather go back to the world where it's easy. See what I'm saying? Matter of fact, somebody give me a precept in Luke chapter 14, verse 29. We'll start at verse 28. Yeah. Start at verse 28.
It says, for which of you attending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost.
See, those that's coming to the truth, and don't sit down and considering what he get himself involved in. He just hear the good stuff. Oh man, I get a garment. I get to go out here and cuss the white man out. I get to tell my people they Israel. But then they don't realize it's bitterness that come with this truth. This truth is not a cakewalk. You got to have the spirit of YAHAWASHI dealing with you to make it through this truth. Yeah, it get hard, but like the brother said, it's not grievous unto us, even though it get hard. But the Lord give us the spirit to where we're able to bear it and endure it and keep moving on. We keep pushing in this truth. Yeah, we have our moments where we get a little weak, but that's what we had a brotherhood for, to uplift us. That's why we got the word of YAHAWASHI to comfort us and exhort us and lift us up in our weakest moments. Because what did YAHAWASHI do? When he was fasting and praying for 40 days and 40 nights, he was at his weakest moment when Satan came to tempt him, and what did he do? He fought Satan with what? The word. The word of the Heavenly Father. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Start over.
No, keep going.
Because he says, without counting up the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it. 29. Least happily after he have laid the foundation.
Speak up.
And is not able to finish it.
See, you come into the truth, it gets bitter to you, it gets hard for you, you don't understand it. So you start talking against the apostles, you start talking against the doctrine of YAHAWASHI, you start talking against his men, and you fall out the truth. Go ahead, bro.
All that behold it begin to mock him.
See, all that behold it begin to what? Mock him. We make ridicule of him. We what? We talk about you, we put you on blast. That's scriptural. So all this nonsense, y'all not flowing through the love of YAHAWASHI. When you see your brother, what, go off or whatever they say, that's not true because the scripture just said it. We see those that come into the race and they fall out for whatever reason, guess what? We begin to mock them. We begin to scorn them. We begin to rebuke them. We begin to laugh at them. Why? Because you thought, like bro like to use the term, you thought you was cold, didn't you? Yeah, you thought you was cold, didn't you? Oh man, I laugh every time bro say that, man. You thought you was cold, didn't you? You see what I'm saying? Until what? You mess up, and now you're at the truth. See what I'm saying? So going back to Matthew 13 and 21. No, that's it on there. We prove the point. 13 Yeah, we prove the point. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I get you said you just hold it. Hold it. Okay, you hold it. Okay. Hold it. You just what? I'm not. Hold it. Yeah, 13 and back in 21. Oh, you good, man. Man, I love this spot, man. Yeah, I love this spot.
So Matthew 13
and 21. Right here.
Matthew 13 to 21.
Okay.
It said, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Yeah, because he didn't sit down and count the cost of being in his truth, of being in the faith of YAHAWASHI. Man, this is something precious, man. I wouldn't trade this for nothing in the world, man. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, keep going, yeah.
It said, he also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word. And the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
See, that's what? Falling away from the Lord. You're considering what they call backsliding. You falling away from the Lord, man. The Lord brought you into his good graces, but then you turn your back on the Lord and rather go to the world. You got caught up with the glitz and glamour of this society, man, which is really dead. It's nothing. There's nothing here in America no more, man. This place is dead. There's no liveliness to it, man. There's nothing but doom and gloom here. So why would you want to consider still living here in this society, man? When you want what? Everlasting life? When you want what? Peace? No more suffering in your body? Everything is in order? When you want to sit down with the Heavenly Father and the Son? Because the scriptures tell us that we're going to see the Heavenly Father, man. We're going to see His Son. We're going to rub elbows with Him, man. When you want to see the creators of you, who created you, who put life and breath in you, I know I would. You're a promise of what? Riches, slaves, servants, chariots. You see what I'm saying? That's better than believing in this BS system of what? Food stamps.
I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning
to go work.
For a check I can't even keep.
Right. You volunteering your time. Your money is gone before you even cash your own check. This white man has raped your paycheck before you even seen it. You know you worked 100 hours, so you should bring home what, about 1,500. But then you get your check, and you only bring home about 1,100. But then when you get your check of that 1,100, out of that 1,100, you got to give away 800.
Shit, 1,100.
No, I'm saying out of 1,100, you got to give away 800.
That'd be 850, bro.
Yeah. So you left with like 300 or 400 to make it until you get paid again. But then something comes up.
Man, you gotta buy gas, food. You pay everything you get. You gotta give it right back. There's nothing you can call your own in this ass.
Right.
So that means what? Esau has given you a delusion to where you even believe it's a lie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Man.
You have to understand it, bro.
Man.
But y'all rather go back into this world, man.
Right. Right.
Rather back, here they come, man.
Right.
Rather backslide.
Oh, no, he all right. Yep, he all right. Yeah, I told you. That's spirit. That's spirit. YAHAWASHI.
They figure they get them a little weed and get them a 2016 car.
A little weed. Man, these, hey, cause you finna see it. They finna be balling on a budget next month or even this month. A lot of them finna get their income taxes back. They not finna do nothing wise with their money, like put it up and save it or pay their bills off of months in advance. No, these, man, especially these women, man, they finna go buy them by 4 or 5 wigs, purple, green, brown, or blonde, burgundy. See what I'm saying? Buy them about 9 pair of shoes. They gonna buy them an old 2009 Malibu.
And then they're gonna give it right back in June. But they gonna be able to afford the notes on it.
Or they may buy it for cash. They might, but then they're gonna have to end up getting another car because it's a bucket. But then what do you buy your children? Nothing but a box of cereal and some popsicles. You may buy them a pair of shoes, but it's gonna come from Family Dollar or Dollar General. But you go to Champs or Foot Locker and get you a $100 pair of shoes. See what I'm saying? But don't nobody invest in a Bible. You go buy you a $50 bottle of Patron or what, Ciroc. See what I'm saying? Just to put it on Facebook or Snapchat or Twitter. I'm balling. Got your money spread out like a fan, I'm balling. But then the next month you broke. You done swam through $8,000. See what I'm saying? But yeah, when the Lord tell you to come to Him to seek what? Everlasting life, you don't want that. You rather go back to the world and depend on this world. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
It said, but he that receives the seed into the good ground is he that hears the word and understandeth it, and also bears fruit and bringeth forth some in 100-fold, some 60 and some 30.
Now who was that talking about? The elect of Israel. The Lord's chosen men. See what I'm saying? Those are the ones that understand the parable, just like we just broke down to you through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI. The church ain't gonna break this down to you. The church ain't gonna break it down to you correctly, even if they do attempt to break it down. Now, who would want to turn their back from understanding this book right here to going back to the world and reading Dr. Seuss' Cat in the Hat? You see what I'm saying? That's nonsense, man. Yeah, like I said. Go ahead, bro.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9. It said, for by grace are ye saved through faith.
What? Say that again?
It said, for by grace are ye saved through faith.
See, that's a cut to all you, you got to keep the law, keep the law, keep the law, keep the law, keep the law. Yeah, you do got to keep the law, but the law is not what's going to give you salvation. It's what? Faith. Because we're trying to keep the law to the best of our ability. Because if it was all up to keeping the law, and that's the only way we get saved, well, guess what? None of us will make it.
All day.
That's right. That's why we have grace. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that none of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High.
Oh, it said what? It is a gift of God to have what? Faith. Because everybody don't have faith. Go ahead, bro.
It said, not of works, lest any man should boast. It said, not of works, lest any man should boast.
See? Not of works.
Right, man. You're keeping on commandments, man. So you can, like, I keep all laws, statutes, commandments, which will lie, man.
That's right. Because there was even a parable in the scriptures where you had this man that said what? I give tithes, I keep the laws, you know, I commit no sin. And then there was a sinner that prayed and told the Lord, look, Lord, I know I'm a sinner. I'm coming to you humbly, you know what I'm saying, to forgive me. So which one did you think the Lord considered to be worthy? It was the humble man that knew he was a sinner and confessed his sin. Like the brother read earlier, if we confess our sin, the Lord is gracious to forgive us. See what I'm saying? And you get that word gracious from what? Grace. See what I'm saying? The Lord shows us enough grace and mercy to what? Forgive our sins.
And don't get us wrong, man. We're not saying don't keep the laws in no way, shape, form, fashion. Because we do, man, to the best of our ability. If it's in our ability to do it, man, we best believe we do it, man. But it's a law not to work on a Sabbath. But when Peter and them had to eat, they had to eat. They had to pick their corn or whatever it was on the Sabbath, the Sabbath.
Even Yahawashi healed on the Sabbath. That's doing work. But see, the thing about it, that's why we said, that's why we have grace.
That's right.
Because if it was, like we said, if it was totally up to the law, that's the only way we get saved, we wouldn't make it. See what I'm saying? Because according to the law, when you keep the Passover, you're supposed to have a lamb without what? Spot or blemish. We don't know where this white man get the lamb from. We don't know if this lamb had a broken leg or had a disease that he give to us in the grocery store that we go buy the meat to keep the Passover. We don't know. We're supposed to have our own vineyard and our own farms.
That's right.
But we don't. The scripture tells us, don't you know it's a sin even to have buildings upon buildings, houses connected to each other like that? That's why we said if we were totally up to the law, completely the only way to get saved, then guess what? We wouldn't make it. See what I'm saying? That's why we have grace. That's why we try to the best of our ability to keep the laws, because there's 613 laws.
That's right.
We can't even keep the 10, the foundation, the 10 perfectly. The 10 commandments, that's the foundation. We can't even keep that perfect. Because of the commandments have what? Thou shalt have no other God before me. But what do you people do? You put other gods before him. See what I'm saying? So you Israelites, you Negro, Latino, Native American, y'all should be thanking the Lord for grace so you can get it right before he come back and destroy this place, man. That's why you have grace to get it right before he come back and destroy this place with you in it, man. So you better take advantage, man. Like they had a commercial on TV, a 50% blowout sale to come and take advantage. You better take advantage of the truth before there's a real blowout sale that's coming.
It's coming.
Man,
The shadow of doubt is coming.
that's right, man.
Whatever this word say, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
That's right, man.
And it's been happening. That's right. Man.